Hey, let me ask you this question. What dreams have you quietly buried because staying where you are feels safer than risking failure? Your comfort zone may feel safe, but it cannot give you the life you desire. Confidence is built when you move, not when you wait. Purpose is revealed when you say yes, even when fear is present. You were not created to remain stuck. You were created to grow, evolve, and become. Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Stevens O, your host, broadcast journalist, author, minister, and midlife powerhouse of inspiration. With faith in God and unstoppable drive, I'm here to inspire and guide you into finding your God-given purpose so you can experience the joy of knowing you are aligned with God and live the life you will love in victory. Your comfort and safety are often the quiet thief of destiny. It offers familiarity without fulfillment, routine without reward, and predictability without progress. While remaining comfortable can shield you from risk, it also limits your ability to experience growth, purpose, and transformation. The life you desire, one marked by meaning, joy, and impact, cannot be found in stagnation. It is discovered when you dare to move beyond what feels easy and embrace what challenges you to become more. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you build through action. Each step forward, no matter how uncertain, strengthens your belief in what is possible. Confidence grows when you choose movement over hesitation, courage over convenience. It is developed in the doing, when you try, when you fail, and when you rise again. You were not created to remain stuck. You were created to grow, evolve, and become. The moment you choose progress over comfort, movement over fear, and purpose over limitation, you step into the life you were always meant to live. Let's get started. Has remaining comfortable caused you emotionally? Has it affected your confidence, joy, or sense of purpose? I ask these questions because many women know there is more inside of them, more purpose, more clarity, more life, but feel uncertain about how to move forward. Understand, this is about transition, healing, confidence, and rediscovering who you are in this powerful season of life. Hi, welcome to Direction at Midlife, the podcast where I help you find clarity, confidence, courage, and purpose to create the life you truly want in this season. I am Dr. Stevens O, and I pray this episode, Pursuing Purpose, Building Confidence, and Exploring the Emotional Cost of Staying in Your Comfort Zone, blesses you. While comfort may feel safe, it often comes at a price. We don't always recognize until we have paid for it in missed opportunities, diminished confidence, and delayed dreams. I love to give a little encouraging Black history about successful Black women. I know they didn't teach us in school, and here is another one for you. Annie Malone. Have you ever heard of her? A pioneering African-American entrepreneur, chemist, and philanthropist who became one of the nation's first Black female millionaires by creating a successful line of hair care products for Black women and founding the Pearl College system. Annie's story from struggle to triumph. Annie Turbo Malone's story is one of quiet resilience, unshakable faith, and extraordinary vision. Born in 1869 to formerly enslaved parents in Metropolis, Illinois, developed an early interest in chemistry. Annie lost her parents at a young age and was raised by her older sister. With little formal education and limited opportunities available to Black women in post-Civil War America, her future could have been defined by hardship alone. Yet Annie possessed a determination that refused to be boxed in by circumstance. What began as a personal struggle became the foundation for one of the greatest entrepreneurial success stories in American history. Annie's early failures could have ended her dreams. As a young woman, she struggled to find work that allowed her creativity to flourish. When she began experimenting with homemade hair care products for Black women, at a time when many products on the market damaged our hair and scalp, she faced skepticism, a lack of capital, and racial barriers that shut doors before they ever opened. She even experienced betrayal and competition from those who learned from her, including a former protege who went on to build her own empire. A lot of us can identify with that. Financial losses, lawsuits, and business conflicts tested her resolve, but Annie refused to quit. Each setback strengthened her vision rather than silencing it. Her accomplishments, however, were nothing short of groundbreaking. Annie Malone founded Poro Company, one of the first and largest Black-owned businesses in the United States. She became one of America's first self-made female millionaires. More than a business, Poro was a movement, employing tens of thousands of Black women across the country as sales agents, educators, and leaders. She created opportunities where none existed, teaching women financial independence, professional skills, and personal dignity at a time when society denied them all three. Annie built a massive headquarters in St. Louis, complete with training schools, auditoriums, and community space, becoming a symbol of Black excellence and economic empowerment. Beyond her wealth, Annie Malone's greatest triumph was her generosity. She believed success meant nothing if it was not shared. She donated millions to orphanages, schools, churches, and historically Black colleges and universities. Even after losing much of her fortune later in life due to economic downturns and mismanagement by others, she never lost her sense of purpose. Her life stands as a testament that true success is not defined by what you keep, but by what you build and who you lift along the way. Annie Malone's journey offers powerful encouragement for anyone facing adversity. Her story reminds us that failure is not final, setbacks are not defeat, and opposition is not evidence that you are on the wrong path. Many times, Annie had to come out of her comfort zone and the places where she felt safe. With courage, vision, and persistence, struggle can become strength and trials can lead to triumph. Annie Malone proves that when you believe in your purpose, get out of that comfortable place, and refuse to give up, you can change not only your life, but the lives of generations to come. Here's a thought-provoking question. I believe it's thought-provoking. Who might you become if you decide to move out of your comfort zone and act out of sheer determination? Here are a few statements I want to share with you on the emotional cost of staying stuck. Number 1, remaining emotionally stuck often begins faintly. You tell yourself you are being practical, realistic, or patient, but beneath the surface, fear has taken the lead. Over time, comfort becomes a cage. You may still function, still show up, still smile, but inside there's a quiet dissatisfaction, a knowing that you are living beneath your potential. This emotional stagnation slowly erodes your sense of identity, leaving you questioning who you are and what you were created to do. When you do not move forward, confidence begins to shrink. Each time you ignore your inner nudge, self-trust weakens. You start doubting your ability to learn, grow, or succeed. What once felt like a temporary pause turns into a permanent state of hesitation. Fear becomes familiar, and confidence feels foreign. Emotionally, this creates frustration, self-criticism, and a sense of regret that can quietly harden into bitterness. Number 3, staying emotionally stuck also affects how you relate to others. You may compare yourself to people who took risks you didn't, feeling left behind or invisible. You might withdraw, overcompensate, or settle into roles that no longer fit who you are becoming. Living out of alignment with your purpose can lead to exhaustion, resentment, and even depression because your soul knows it was meant for more. Number 4, perhaps the greatest cost of staying stuck is the delay of purpose. Purpose doesn't appear, it waits. I love this statement, so I'm going to say it again. Purpose doesn't disappear, it waits. But waiting too long can make pursuing it feel overwhelming or impossible. Yet the truth remains, it's not too late. Emotional growth begins the moment you decide to move, even imperfectly. Confidence isn't built by staying comfortable. It's built by choosing courage over familiarity and trusting that growth is worth the discomfort. Now, let's get those journals out. It's note-taking time. I want to give you 7 encouraging strategies that will empower you. Step number 1, name the fear. You may hear me tell you many times to name the fear. Identify what's truly holding you back. Fear loses power when it's named. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear." Fear loses its power when it is brought into the light. Too often, fear remains vague, an unnamed weight that silently controls decisions and delays purpose. Naming the fear forces honesty. Fear of failure, rejection, starting over, being seen, or discovering you waited too long. When you identify it, you stop letting it define you. Fear is not your master. It is a signal that something meaningful is calling you forward. Once named, fear becomes something you can confront, pray through, and move beyond rather than something that quietly rules your life. Number 2, acknowledge the cost. Be honest about what staying stuck has already cost you emotionally. Remaining where you are may feel safe, but safety has a price. The cost of staying stuck is often paid in regret, emotional exhaustion, lost confidence, and unfulfilled potential. Acknowledge honestly what comfort has taken from you. Dreams deferred, passion dulled, joy postponed. This step is not about shame, it is about clarity. When you recognize the true cost of inaction, you awaken a deeper motivation to choose growth. Sometimes the pain of staying becomes greater than the fear of moving, and that is where transformation begins. Number 3, revisit old dreams. What did you once desire before life took over? Dreams do not expire simply because time has passed. The vision you once carried may have been delayed by responsibility, trauma, or survival, but it was not erased. Revisit those dreams without judgment. Ask yourself, what stirred your heart? What once made you feel alive? God often plants dreams early, not to rush you, but to prepare you. Maturity does not disqualify you, it equips you. The dream may look different now, but its purpose is still valid, and so are you. Number 4, shift your self-talk. Replace "I can't" with "I'm learning" and "I'm becoming." The voice you listen to most is your own. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt, criticism, or limitation, it will sabotage every step forward. Replace self-defeating language with truth. Speak life over yourself even when you doubt fully. Speak life over yourself even when you don't fully feel it. Confidence grows when you align your words with God's promises rather than your past failures. You are not behind. You are not incapable. You are becoming. When your self-talk changes, your courage follows. We all experience moments of doubt, but let it be just that, a moment, not permanent. Saying that very loud. Step 5, take one brave step. Progress begins with action, not perfection. You do not need the full plan. I know I have said this before in another episode. You don't need the full plan. Just the next step. Confidence is built through movement, not perfection. One brave step can be a conversation, a decision, an application, a boundary, or a commitment to yourself. That's the greatest commitment you can make, a commitment to yourself. Small steps taken consistently create momentum. Do not underestimate the power of obedience in small things. God often meets us in motion, revealing more as we go. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite of it. Number 6, expand your environment. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth, not comfort. Growth requires new surroundings, new voices, new perspectives, and new exposure. If your environment only reinforces who you used to be, it would be difficult to become who you are meant to be. Seek spaces that stretch you, challenge you, and speak possibilities into your life. This may mean new relationships, mentorship, learning opportunities, or faith communities. Expansion often feels uncomfortable, but it is necessary. You cannot evolve in the same environment that taught you to settle. I'm going to say that again. You cannot evolve in the same environment that taught you to settle. Number 7, trust God's timing. Purpose unfolds when faith meets obedience, even in uncertainty. I like to repeat that one. Purpose unfolds when faith meets obedience, even in uncertainty. Trusting God's timing requires surrender, patience, and faith. Delays do not mean denial. They often mean preparation. God sees what you cannot. Alignments, protection, and growth happening beneath the surface. Trust that nothing in your life has been wasted. Every season has shaped you for what comes next. When you release the pressure to rush and choose to trust instead, peace replaces anxiety. God is faithful to complete what He started in you, and His timing is always on time and it's always purposeful. Ladies, listen. Waiting for confidence before acting only prolongs fear, but acting despite fear is what transforms uncertainty into self-assurance. Life is a journey of continual unfolding, where each season calls you to rise into a deeper version of yourself. When you pursue purpose with intention and build confidence through action, you honor the potential placed within you. Listen, if you are ready to take the next step toward clarity, healing, and confidence, connect with me at For Us at direction@midlife.us. Also, please join the Facebook group, a community of women discovering their purpose and passion in midlife. Please make sure you follow me at Direction at Midlife on Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you need a community to belong to and that understands where you are, please join the Facebook group, a community of women discovering their passions and purpose in midlife. We are walking this journey together. Ladies, please share this podcast show with another sister who needs encouragement. And remember, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in our Facebook group and don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Come back next week for more faith, fire, and feminine power right here on Direction at Midlife, where every woman discovers her voice, her purpose, and her power. On the next episode of Direction at Midlife, I will be talking about the next chapter. Crafting your next chapter, reclaiming your time and purpose. A must-listen-to podcast show you don't want to miss. Hey girl, hey! Thank you for listening to Direction at Midlife. This is your reminder. Your dreams are waiting, and now is the perfect time to chase them. Believe in your power, embrace the possibilities, and step boldly into your next chapter. If this show has blessed you, show me love. Please leave me a written review on Apple Podcasts and follow me. Take a screenshot and post it on your Instagram. Shout me out on your Facebook and share it with your friends. Please tag me at Direction at Midlife and I will share your review, and together we can uplift and inspire each other. Remember, I'm Dr. Stevens O. Your journey is yours to own, and I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.